Hello, this is No-Khe, and that was a completely ripped off intro I just did there. But that is the main theme of this episode, or series, as you could say. This is going to be the building time series, and obviously for building time, we're going to need someone for me to compete against. So I'd like to introduce Goober from the Critical Hits.
Hello. No, okay. I've taken away from this world before, rather than add to it that we've got to do. But yeah, no. So yeah, hello. You've already got a bit of my personality right there, I guess. Really, yeah, yeah. Hello.
Uh,
The most calamity start I could have, but hey, there we go.
okay.
Hello there.
So
Hello, everyone.
fact that you might want to know about both me and Goober is we are both fans of these two. We love Stampy and Squid, and have done because we always watched them growing up. And we decided to do a building time sort of series in their legacy, honor.
Their honor, I
Yeah,
guess. Yeah,
in
yeah.
their honor. The theme is, you've got they gave themselves 15 minutes. We're going to be making it 20 minutes. Build your
Hmm,
thing like creation within then, and we'll have
hmm.
a vote on who wins and a vote on also who what the next topic will be. This is again mimicked from Stampy's Lovely World. This is like his love garden, except it's going to be our scoreboard. So we're going to place the themes that we win in
It's
this
like
little
it's
garden.
It's like his love garden, except I'm actually going to be in it.
We also
Yeah.
have this little scoreboard that Goober worked on to help count.
Oh yes.
Um, we have a twist for every 10 sets of wins, but I think we
Hmm.
should get into that a bit later.
Yeah.
Ignore the fact that we are about 6 minutes in or so, and I've broken like six things.
We are actively detracting from this world right now.
I promise you, this is building time and not taking away time.
The first theme of this is just going to be right. We've got to build everything that we just destroyed. Like build the setup again. It's not. We're not even going to get into a proper theme or anything. Just fix everything we've already broken.
This is like the worst raid room I've ever seen. So
Yeah.
obviously in the same style, we've got the ring is 28 blocks by 28 blocks, so the inside's got to be 27 by 27. So
Mm.
we've got 20 minutes to build. We're
Mhm.
looking at thinking of shortening it if we do ever get a bit better at building, but we are both calamitous buildings, as you can tell by the
You've already seen.
platform. But yeah, the only thing left to say is welcome to building time.
Welcome to building time. I was trying to find the
We've
camera.
we've desperately got to find our own name for the series, but welcome to building
Yep.
time.
Next gen building time. Woo!
Yeah, woo. Do you want to? Should we show them the topic for this week?
Yeah, yeah. Let's get going. So I guess we'll
Yeah.
go to our sides that we have.
Okay.
I remember the right one. Right. Ready?
Three, two, one,
Two,
go.
one. Boop.
Fairy
It is
tales.
fairy tales. Nice.
Oh.
I, I,
Okay. Any
I, li-
initial thoughts?
I like. I have an idea. I have an idea already.
Oh. Should just get into it.
Yeah, yeah.
So as I said, 20-minute timer. The
Hmm.
theme is going to be fairy tales, and I will see you in 20 minutes.
See ya.
Go. Okay, and we're off. So fantasy. The theme is fantasy. I don't really know what to do, to be honest. When I say fantasy, the first thing that comes to mind is honestly, fairy. No, it's not fantasy, is it? It's fairy tales. Okay, right. I'm thinking, what fairy tales do I know? Maybe like Hansel and Gretel? Like the gingerbread. Was the house made of gingerbread? Or was it just gingerbread that led them to the house? Maybe like a cottage kind of thing. Let's play it safe because I'm not quite entirely sure, to be honest. So for the cottage, let's do. Oh golly, where have they've changed everything? Where are these oak blocks? I'm just gonna oak. No, I need logs. Log.
We have now completely muted each other. We can't hear anything from the other one. We are now in our own little separate builds. Got a little bit of a, I don't know. Yeah, could you leave my space, please? You know, there's like some construction going on here. Thank you. He's a very polite villager. He's a very polite one. Right, yeah. So the theme is. Oh no, he's come back. Okay. Right, I should probably actually get on with this because this is timed. So yeah, the theme is fairy tale, and as soon as I saw it, I had a little idea of what I might like to do. I'm going to do a bit of a pun. It's going to probably make him a little bit angry because I know he loves my puns so much. But you know, I like doing a little bit of a twist on things when I can. So honestly, also there's like just for a little bit of background, I'm not 100% used to like these menus and everything, so I'm probably
like this, and it's going to be like a little cottage. I don't know how much I'm going to decorate the inside. I think for this I want to focus on the outside a bit more. I'm going to build it slightly in just so I can envelop it in like some trees, I think. Could be quite nice. So let's go to about here. I think that's good. Let's just replace that with that. And let's go like this. And maybe like something like this. Like that. And then, yeah, I don't imagine I'll be doing much with the insides, but I think it's the outsides that count in this kind of build, because I want it to be a bit more fairy tale, as in, like, the outside. I want it to focus on, like, the forest and stuff like that, so we'll focus on that. As for the floor, I think we can go ahead and just fill it in, like, some oak or some wood planks, so I'll go ahead and fill it like that in a second. I'm not too sure I'm going to focus that heavily on lighting, if I'm honest, and I might even make the door like so you can't get in. But I feel like maybe like a grayed out kind of thing would work quite nicely. So let's go with let's go with like a darker theme for the inside of the house. So we focus like this. Oh, now you can see just how shoddy my building is. um, Yeah, so we've got like this darker kind of theme going on, and then we can have like a door like that, and I'll put a button on it in a second. And then maybe we can go like a really interesting maybe shape for the window. We can do like maybe this kind of thing where we go like this, and it can be like decorated with this. And go like that. And maybe some glass over there as well. I think I'll go for a similar kind of pattern on this window here.
and even just like some of the blocks I'm not really used to, I guess. But I guess I'll explain what my idea is now. So I'm going to build a giant fairy, and I'm going to give said fairy a giant tail. And so that's the fairy tale. I'm taking it about as literally as you possibly can. It's like I say, it's an awful pun, but hopefully it will get some appreciation. I'm sure some people will like it. So yeah, I'm just gonna start, I guess, doing the shoes. Really, again, I've never built anything quite like this. This is pretty different from the sort of stuff I build. Like giant humans, like I can't even draw humans that well. So building them in Minecraft is gonna be a little bit tricksy. But yeah, we'll give it a good go. But yeah, just gonna start off by building like these nice. Honestly, sir, could you step away from my fairy's feet, please? Thank you. There's a little bit strange. You could just step back a little bit, please. Yeah. So we'll get this started. It's gonna be quite big. Like. Obviously have to work within the confines of this space, but we can build as high as we want, I believe. So we can like sort of start building higher than that wall is, which I guess we may start to get little sneak peeks of what the other person has done. It has already been like just under 4 minutes and I've done this, which is quite scary. So I'm gonna start to get a wriggle on. I think this is tricky. This
And we'll add another row like that. Okay, I'm quite happy with how that's taken shape. Okay, so now let's focus on building more of a little fence kind of thing around the property. That's not what I wanted. That is okay. So we want it to be quite like a garden kind of thing. I'm gonna plant loads of trees. There's gonna be like some mossy leaves coming out. I'm gonna go for like an overgrown kind of vibe. Another fairy tale I quite liked growing up was always that one. The is it like Sleeping Beauty, or the one where they are put to sleep, and the prince like discovers the castle and is completely like overgrown and stuff. That's one I want to kind of emulate. Done with the house, I can get rid of those, and now I can focus on kind of the bridge, I guess. So I want coarse dirt. That's something that I want. We'll go with dirt path actually. That's fine. If we do a dirt path up until there, and then kind of have it bridged out like that. So then we're gonna go. We'll go up one, and then we want a mossy cobblestones. Do mossy cobblestone slabs exist? Yeah, they do. Perfect. Oh, the brick's a bit nicer, you know. I might quickly see if I can switch it out for that. Oh, that moss carpet's going to be quite good as well, so we'll get rid of that. And yeah. Oh, yeah, that's definitely going to be nice. But let's see if we can switch this out. I actually quite like the fact of like mixing the two stairs because it kind of gives like a nice little twist on how it kind of extends out, and having both is quite cool. So we're gonna see if we can mix the two. Like that gives the maybe a hint of decay is kind of the theme I'm going for with that. And then if we put up some pillars either side like that and have two going that way, and we'll have a river running through like this. Excuse me, Mr. Sheep. I'm just going to be placing some water.
got to fill it in on this side as well, but we can do that. We're at the 9-minute mark. I do keep talking about the time. I'm sorry if that is annoying, but it is like at the front most of my mind. It's gonna have to be a bit of a dodgy tale, I feel like, at the end of this, but I'm mainly doing this for the jokes, so I guess it doesn't have to look like perfect. I might have to not worry so much about doing a really circular head. I might have to make it a little bit blocky, but that's okay. That's okay. I'm gonna try not to peek over the side, obviously, as I'm reaching this higher point now. I'm gonna try and like make sure I don't have a good look until we burn the wall down. But I can guarantee, like, at some point I'm just gonna get like a little sneaky look by accident, and it's gonna end up being like it's just gonna be like he's gonna have built like a massive woodland, and it's gonna look all pretty and nice, and then I'm just gonna look back and I've got like basically, well, at the moment, just a bald fairy, just a bald fairy staring very blankly. So yeah, we're gonna try and fix that ASAP.
I'm gonna do a quick time check, and the time we've got about 15 minutes left, so we're doing better than I thought, to be honest. Okay, I completely lied. We've got about 7 minutes left. Right, so that's making me worry just a little, but I'm still quite confident we can go with that for the overgrown effect. But yeah, now we're just gonna kind of start placing leaves to kind of fit this overgrown theme. But yeah, we've really just got to build this area up quite fast with leaves and stuff, and it's not got to be calculated or anything like that because it is, at the end of the day, just an overgrown shrub, thistle-filled kind of fairy tale theme, and it's just going to be a fairy tale-like setting, really. I feel like, oh, leaves overflowing the river this side could be quite cool. So we're gonna go with something like that. And in the river, I wanted to have some shroom lights from time to time.
That might help give just a little bit of context to the overall build. It is very funny. It is very funny. I do like it. I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to look back on this build in like however many builds time in the future when we've got the hang of it a little bit more, and I'll be able to see.
And this is where I planned on having the water flowing from. So it's going to be a nice little waterfall that stemmed all of this. So we're going to have some mushrooms. Yeah, but the theme we're overall going for is like an odd forest kind of thing, where no one's quite sure how they ended up here, but it's a very whimsical, magical kind of place, I guess is what I'm going for.
It is very. I'm making this harder. I'm already bringing out the excuses. You can already see. I maybe should have used a slightly different yellow as well to the hair, because it's sort of blending in a bit, isn't it? But time is of the essence, and I do not appear to have it. Oh, that's just going to go straight into the hair as well. Yeah, this is not great. This is actually going a little bit wrong, but that's okay. We'll make it. We'll give it a sort of starry shape. It doesn't even have to look like a star. If it just kind of looks like there's some magic coming out of it, yeah, that might do.
Another thing I desperately wanted to build is here. I'm going to build a nice little hobbit hole, because The Hobbit is one of my favourite books. And I've always wanted to do something that can kind of fit that kind of theme. So if we go with a door, we'll go with that one. That one's always been the classic Hobbit door to me, which is funny because hasn't really ever talked about anything like that, but hey ho, we'll go with it.
So we have just gone under the 5-minute mark, and I haven't done a tail yet. So I should probably do the tail. This joke is not going to be worth it. I can see it now, but I'm still going for it. I'm going to give so it stands out quite a bit. I'm going to give a green tail. We're going to give basically a dinosaur tail. Again, this is not a nice shape to have to try and build in Minecraft in 3D. A bit tricky, but going to give it a shot.
We've probably got time for one big thing, so let's try and make a really nice gateway to this then. Let's see what stone blocks we have at our disposal. Let's go for smooth stone. Oh, some of this to show decay could be quite nice. So if we go with that, and I like this cobble deep slate as well. This could be quite cool as well. So if we go lodestone, and we go something like and we want like a large gate kind of thing.
Tail is coming along. This is going to be so funny though, like because the way that this is being done, I believe, is we're just sort of going to sort of shift in and out between each other's views of our builds. So there's just going to be moments where people are just like, oh, I wonder what Goober's up to right now, and then just come back and I'm like staring this right in the face right now, and people are like, oh, okay, so he's having a mental breakdown. We get the gist of things on that side of that side. So yeah, hopefully this isn't too hard to follow for people who are going in and out between the views, but we're still giving it a shot. I think that's probably a big enough tail. I do want to give some sort of, yeah, like some sort of spiky bits like you'd see on just, a dragon's tail or something like that. Yeah, we'll sort of try and get that going. Yeah, something like that. That looks like it's going well.
But yeah, I've gone for a very type of overrun, like fairy tale during the bit before the climax of the story, where it's all been like overgrown and capitalized and stuff.
In all honesty, Would anyone know this is? I think it does kind of look like a tail, actually. When I go further out, maybe it's just like, maybe I'm just being a little bit ignorant right now, and I'm trying to make myself feel better. But I think that looks like that. So, trying to think, what stuff could I do to help this overall design in the last minute I have? Oh, wings, wings. Oh my god, that's like one of the most important things on the ferry, and I've got a minute to do it. That is scary. I don't know why. That's like one of the first things you associate with fairies is wings, and I nearly completely forgot to include it in the build. So there you go. That tells you what my thinking skills are like. I've not got enough time to make sure that they are symmetrical, but just the fact I include them will hopefully aid the build a bit more. Yeah, we just stick them out a little bit like that. This this has gone very, very quickly. That is the quickest 20 minutes I have ever felt in my life. That is insane, but I think hopefully it will work out and it will still be funny. Whatever. We're doing it for a laugh at the end of the day.
Nice bit of diversity in what flowers we choose and stuff like that. I also quickly want to add some longer grass and stuff like that. Tall grass, that's what it's called. How long have I got? And I think I've got about 10 seconds left. I think that's time up.
Got 15 seconds left. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Just going to fill it in a little bit to make the wings a little bit thicker so that they don't just look like little twigs. Yeah, just do something like that, something like that. That probably helps. Yeah. Oh, and I believe that is the time. So I'm going to go stand in my spot, have one last little look, see up here. I don't know how much of a fairy it looks like, but it looks like a person. You know, it's not an amazing build, but hey ho, it's not bad for a first try, I guess, at this sort of speed building. But yeah, I'm just gonna stand here and wait until we are able to talk to each other, and I believe that will be very soon.
All right, hello,
Yeah.
hello, Goober.
Hello there. Hello. Was that thrilling for you? Was it?
It was something. It was
it, it,
definitely something. How did it
it
go?
was. So I think, I mean, obviously we'll be looking at each other's builds very soon, but I think I went for size more than detail. I think is the case of mine. Yeah, I wasn't expecting to go quite as big as I did, and it probably ended up being a little bit of my downfall. But yeah,
I
how about you?
I think I went for an idea that I had in my mind and a concept, but
Mm.
I think I might have forebode the natural fairy tale topic. I might have given it a bit
Yeah.
more of a a bit more of a twist and created more what was on my mind, but I
Okay.
feel like it
Okay.
still fits the topic quite well.
Yeah, there's definitely a bit of a twist with my one as well. I'm so looking forward to this. Shall we do the honors now?
I guess
Three,
it's time to
Ready
two,
to
burn the wall.
burn the wall?
one.
Let's go. Yes, this is. Whoa! It does go quick. It does go a bit quicker than I was expecting.
Okay, right.
Right.
Let's hope. Okay,
Ooh. Oh no.
that's fine.
You've got a lot of detail. Oh no. Oh no.
What is that?
Oh no!
Oh wow, that is quite big actually.
How did you do that in 20?
How
Oh no! It's too good. It's too good. Okay. Who wants to go first? Looking at each other's.
um I'll look at yours
You,
first. I'll look at yours first. We'll go through
um.
yours.
Um. Okay. So I think the best way to start is to sort of stand back, sort of here, I
Okay.
guess. Uh. So I've gone for actually building a fairy, as you can see. Well, as I hope you can see. I mean, that much might not actually be that clear in all honesty. And as you can see, if you move round the back, you'll see where my logic was. I've given her a tail. So
Oh, okay.
it's a
It's a fairy
fairy
with a
tale.
tail.
It's a fairy tale. So I did the thing that always annoyed Squid. What Stampy did, where he would like if they'd have to build a tiger, he'd build a tiger shark. I took things way too literally, and decided I would go for that sort of route on it.
I
But no,
quite like it actually, to be honest. I do quite like
thank
it.
you.
It's an
It's
original
very
concept.
I guess, yeah. It's got that. I can hopefully get some originality points on it,
Yeah.
if not design
Yeah, it's
points.
quite well built.
But yeah,
Okay,
no.
so that was
I'm happy enough with it.
I okay, you're happy with the first ever Goober build on
I'm happy with it. I'm glad that's my first one, and I'm not looking at this now, and I'm like 50 builds in, and this is what I've done. So hopefully I'll improve. But let's have a look at your one now.
yeah.
Let's have a look see at
Yeah,
this.
sure.
I think I'll go on
So
the ground because
yeah.
it's a bit of a walk, isn't it?
So I decided to go with like the theme of a overrun kind of fairy tale. Like, you know the one I
Yeah.
was saying this earlier, but you know the one where it's like she's made to fall asleep and then the prince discovers
Oh
her in the
yes.
overgrown castle.
Sleeping Beauty.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Or the
yeah, yeah.
princess and the pea. I was kind of going for a
Oh
mix
yeah.
between the two. And also then I was thinking, why shouldn't I incorporate more kind of fairy tale kind of
Mm,
themes. So obviously,
mm,
I just wanted a fairy tale like gate kind of thing, and it's like
yep.
how I describe it is a fairy tale garden.
Yes.
That's how I describe the build. So
Oh,
I decided
nice.
to go for like a little waterfall, and like you've got
Oh yeah.
the mystical mushrooms. They're called. You've got like the
I
shroom
like them.
lights.
I like them.
Then you've got. I tried to make it seem like it was the just a fairy tale cottage in general, but the big
Yeah.
inspiration was the witch's house from Hansel and Gretel. But then I
Yes.
forgot that's made of gingerbread apparently. So
Yeah.
so I was like halfway through building it with the colors I had in mind, and I was like, maybe I should just make it a generic one. I decided not to do much with the insides because I was like, I wanted it to focus much more on the garden.
Yeah, no, that's
Um,
honestly, if I'd walked in there and you'd suddenly done like a load of interior design and everything, I might just go and burn my one down right now. So
but yeah,
I'm kind of glad.
we'll call it the Magic Animal Garden. Um,
Like it.
but yeah, so then I decided to have a little waterfall, so that was a nice
Yeah,
feature.
no,
But
that's nice.
if you come over here, you join me
Okay.
over here.
Yeah.
This is a hobbit hole because that's another
Oh,
one of
you
my
did a little hobbit
favorites.
house. I
Um,
see it. I like it. I
so I
like
thought
it.
I'll give the hobbit a little bit of a shout out. But yeah,
Yeah.
we've got mainly just an overgrown garden kind of theme running, and I tried to make it overgrown even on the roof, like there's leaves
Yeah,
everywhere.
yeah.
Um,
Whoever the loser is of this one is the Hobbit house where they have to go.
yep,
Basically, they have to go and just live in here forever. So I'll just put myself in here ready. I'll see you around. It's been a nice series.
I'll join you.
I'll just hide in here. So yeah, we'll just start every episode of the series now. We have to just start inside this little Hobbit hole. But no, this is so sweet. I love it. I love it. And the mushrooms. I mean, like the mushrooms as soon as you put mushrooms in something, that instantly makes it so much more fairy tale esque. And I
Yeah.
love the use of. I've honestly forgotten what these blocks are. What are these? Oh, shroom lights.
Yes. Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, yeah. The shroom lights work so well. I love it. And like in particular, like the design you've done with the different types of stone here. Yeah, just down here, right at the entrance. I like patterns. I like a good pattern. So
Yeah.
I can appreciate that a lot.
So in pretty much everything I did when building it, I had tried to incorporate like the theme of decay. Like I had the
Yeah.
mossy. I wanted to mix like normal bricks with the mossy bricks. Like here,
Mm.
you've got the smooth stone bricks, but then you've got cobblestone to
Yes.
make sure it's got like a bit more texture to it.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, that was like the main theme, I guess, which I know I went a little off topic with like the fairy tale theme. I went more towards like just a
I
overrun
think,
garden, but it goes
yeah.
hand in hand in my opinion.
I think, yeah, no, it all works. Like, it's just meant to be like a bit of a, yeah, it's like you say, it's meant to be like a mishmash of all sorts of fairy tales
Yeah,
and stuff all put together. Like the Hobbit and
yeah.
having the Hansel and Gretel sort of house and everything. So yeah, no, that works. You've done a very good job.
So two very different building styles. Is this what we
They
can
they
expect to
they are
see?
one's a nice aesthetic, the other one's just a cartoon. Basically, that's what's happened here.
And that's
But
enough about you and me.
No, you know what? You know what? That's actually very interesting considering our personalities are so similar. The fact that we have taken two very different approaches to the same theme
I'm quite
is
glad.
is actually it's a good sign for the
Yeah.
rest of the series. I'm not I'm still saying that at some point we will end up doing
Oh,
something that is
100%.
pretty much exactly the same, I'm sure. Especially if we like have a theme that's about something that we both are really passionate about. I think we will end up just building the exact same thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, the fact this was a much broader thing, I guess, what worked in our favor.
Yeah.
It's just always going to be so funny to me, like walking past my one, like where we just take quick glances at it, because at this side, it really does just look like a really dodgy fairy, and then you just come around this side, and then you see where like my whole thought process was going into, like the main anchor point of my build is just hidden behind, but. Yeah, no, I like this first go. I'm
Yeah.
really looking forward to when we've done so many of these and like we have got just so many plots
Yes.
dotted around all around this main hub area, and we can just see our progression and just like
Yeah,
how
yeah.
long we've been doing it for and all of that. I love that sort of thing. So yeah, that's going to be really really cool to look back at. Right, so I guess that's probably it then, isn't it,
Yep.
for this one?
So I think we should end it by
Mm,
standing on each one shoulder of your
mm.
fairy.
Oh, we're just gonna have a little, just like we're like her conscience right now. We're just whispering different things into her ear, like, oh, I can't even jump up right now. Oh, okay. It's just like I just whisper in her, like, destroy the build next. Go on, you can do it. Go on, destroy the build next to you. It's okay. It's okay. He'll like it really. It's.
Please don't,
But
please
yeah.
don't, please don't. All right, so I guess all
Yeah.
that's left to
Oh
say
well,
is
thank you for having me on to build.
no worries. Thank you for joining, and
No.
bye.
Bye.